Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a demo on how to apply for authentication of your documents at the Ministry of Education's website. I'm going to be starting from the registration process down to the payment section and application form. First things first, you want to come over here to the education.gov.ng. This is the authentic website of Ministry of Education. Then after that, you go all the way down here, all the way down to where it says attestation of academic documents, and you click that. This is the page it brings you to. The next thing you want to do as a fresher here is to click register. Now before I go into this register, I want you to look over here that says check the credibility of your credentials. After you have applied on the website, you booked your appointment, you go over to the Ministry of Education in Abuja, and you are done with your authentication. Behind those documents that they've authenticated, you are going to see at the back a sticker on your original documents and a barcode close to the written code. The written code is what the consular, the embassy would impute here, or they would scan the bar. It will show them that that document has been authenticated or not. If it hasn't been authenticated, they will not find it on the Ministry of Education's website. Let's say the number at the back is 6778, just like I'm typing it here. They're going to input that number here to check the credibility of your document to know if it was really authenticated at Ministry of Education or not. So that's why I'm emphasizing on you to check the back of your documents and see if that sticker was there after it has been authenticated. If it was not on that day, you have to report to the officials and tell them that you saw a mistake, that that sticker was not there. You must leave knowing that your documents are fully authenticated. Now let's go over to the next thing. Like I said, you come over here and click on register as a fresher. Next thing you want to do is to impute your name. Applicant name is you. The same name you have on that certificate is the same name you are imputing here. Amaka Glory, let's type it. Amaka Glory. Yes. Then the next thing you want to put here is your applicant's email address. Your email address is what you put here. That email address is what Ministry of Education will send a link to after you have registered on this site. You input your email address, you input the password you want to use. You sign in with that same password and email address you used to register. Then the next thing you do is click on login. I'm buying my details because I do not want my details to be out here. Let's go. So after you signed in, it takes you to this page. Now I would have loved it if I had started fresh, just the way I started newly. You wouldn't see this showing that I have already authenticated my document. It would just show a create application link. So for the purpose of this video, we are authenticating our documents. We are not evaluating certificates. So you go straight to enter here. This authentication of certificates, enter. Then you read the requirements for SSC results issued by WAEC. This is what you need for authentication. O-level certificates, transcripts, ID card. For eligibility letter, you must have 5 credits. For people that are going for bachelor's degree, you must have 5 credits, including English and math. So if you require eligibility letter, you have to read this and understand what you are required to bring in order to have eligibility letter. So next, after you're done reading, you go over here and say I understand the requirements stated above. Continue. Here you enter your name just as it is on your document. your mobile number, your residential / contact address. That's where you live. That's what you input in that field. Important information here. It says here applicant's details and it says here document owner details. If you are the owner, if you are the person processing this application yourself, then you put the same name here, the same name in the document owner details, same email address, everything is the same. You put it here and you put it here. But if there's someone that is helping you with the process, let's say, okay, you are far away and there's someone you sent to help you with this authentication of documents, then the person will put their name here, their number here, and their address here. While they come over here and impute the real owner's document name here, email address here, confirm the same email address and the number. So I hope you understand nationality and the passport number. So if you are doing this all by yourself, you are the one authenticating for yourself. There's no need to even listen to what I just said. You just go over and include everything. The same thing you include in this applicant's details, the same thing you include in this document owner detail. So once we are done here, okay, I can also see date of birth. The owner of the document will include date of birth and your gender, male or female. So once you are done here, you go over and click next. It says the purpose of authenticating your documents. You state your purpose. Is it for employment or is it for study? You choose the one you are going for. For this video, let's choose study. Then the next one says name of institution. The name of institution you're including here is the the university or the educational institution you are going to. Let's say you are going to, we say, university or Poznan University. You include it here, Poznan. Just the way just the way the university name is, you include it here. Then the institution email address, you should know the institution email address. You go over to their website, go the way down and check for their email address and you input it here. Then for the course of study, what are you going there to study? What is the name of the program you are going for? You include here computer science, education, engineering, you input it here. The expected date for completion, I don't think it's really necessary, but since the asterisk says it's mandatory, you should like have an idea of the date of completion. If it's in 3 years you are completing that study, you can have an idea and try to improvise and put a date in here. Then the destination, you select the country. What country is that university in? Ireland? Are you going to Netherlands? Whatever country you are going to, the university in that country you are going, you include it here. The state, province or town, the you input it here. And the address of that university, where the university is situated, you include it here. That's the city. Then the address where it's situated, you include it here. All this you can find on the university's website and include it here. You can also say, I'm sure you can find the zip code here, but if you can't, it's optional, it's not mandatory. So next, when you're done, you go over and add the schools and the institution you've attended with the dates. For example, the institution type, it can be a university or a secondary school. You include it here. You can see it says primary, secondary, technical, teachers college. You're going to, let's choose secondary. Then name of school, that's the name of this secondary school you've put here, included there. Whatever name your school is included here. Then the state, year to year what. If you started year 2004 and you graduated 2000 and let's say 2009, here will have 2004 and here would have 2009. Let's say if you are uploading your secondary school and university, after you are done including the details of your secondary school here, just like I talked about, you go next and click on this plus sign to include the next, that is your university. You can see after clicking the plus sign, the details you included for your secondary school is brought down here. You can see that. If you want to adjust it, you feel you make a mistake, you can delete it, this delete button, and you can input it again. Let's say this next document you are including here is a university document. Then you go over here, all the way here, and you choose university. Then you go over here and type the name of your university, the state in which your university is in, and what year did you start and what year did you finish. Started your university in 2010 and you finished in 2013. 2010 here and include 2013 here. That's it. Once you are done including whatever document you want to authenticate, you click on the plus sign so it stores it here and you can see it here. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do the secondary and university. If you have primary school, if you have other documents you want to authenticate, you go over here and click the type of institution that document comes from. So when you are done including all these documents you want to authenticate, you go over here and click next. It brings you to this page that says cost of selected documents for evaluation. Recent page we did secondary and university documents. So you find which one is secondary here. The certificate, that's the testimonial. Go over here and click testimonial. That's testimonial and the transcript. Excuse me. So the transcript of that certificate would be other certificates. You click other certificates. Anything transcripts of a document, you go over here that says other certificate and you click it. And if your transcript is more than one page, you go over here to adjust it and include more pages. Let's say your transcript is 4 pages, you delete this one and you put 4 here. There you go. If your transcript is 2 pages, the same thing, you adjust it to whatever page your transcript is. Now we also included university. Normally university, it's bachelor of this or bachelor of that. If yours is bachelor of arts, you go over here. If yours is bachelor of science, you go over and click here. So let's use science. Bachelor of science, that's the certificate. When you are authenticating your certificate, you also have to authenticate the transcript that comes with that certificate. You cannot just go there to Ministry of Education and say you are authenticating your certificate. You must authenticate your transcript along with your certificates. So the certificate will have a transcript. If your transcript of your certificate is 1 page, you go over here also and add another one. No, it was 4 before, now it will be 5. You go over here, yes, and add another one. If your transcript is more than 1 page, you go over here and adjust it. You add. You're supposed to include WAEC if you are trying to authenticate your BSc. Yes, WAEC is very, very vital. I was supposed to emphasize on it. WAEC is very, very vital if you're trying to authenticate your documents, especially for BSc. You authenticate your WAEC. They might send you back without WAEC. So you click on WAEC. There are no transcripts for WAEC. So, and if your WAEC is on getting it, your WAEC is more than 5 years, I think you would not need to go there with a scratch card, because this WAEC document is the original WAEC you are presenting to Ministry of Education. I don't know, I might include it on the screen for you to know how it is. It's the original WAEC, the hard copy. You go all the way to eligibility letter. If you want an eligibility letter, you come here and click it, that you want an eligibility letter, and it costs 10,000. As you can see, the number of documents we've added also has increased the amount. Here you want to address where this eligibility letter will be forwarded to. You can just include the Ministry of Education address. So for the purpose of this video, I included the address of the Ministry of Education. You can ask them to send it to you, but for my own, I included their block here. So you would want to just get it there and not encounter any difficulties or entry qualification. That's what were the qualification you used to enter into such institution to get that certificate and transcript. Let's say for university, you needed your WAEC. Yes, you needed your WAEC and other documents to enter. You choose your WAEC, anyone that applies to you. Let's say for your masters, you needed a bachelor's certificate or other certificates. You can go over here. For mine, I used just WAEC. So when you are done, you go over here and agree. I advise you to go back. You want to check your numbers, to check your name, to check your NIN, to check your passport details. I advise you to go back and see if you did it right before you come over here and click on submit, because any error might just hamper your authentication process at Ministry of Education. Please make sure you go to Ministry of Education with authentic documents. Do not go there with fake, ingenuine documents. You might get arrested or apprehended. Once you click submit, there is no going back. So let's go. So for this part, this was my actual application for authenticating my documents. The former part was just for freshers who did not understand the process, just beginners. So that's why you see the difference in money. Now this is the next part. Payer's name will be the same name on your document, same email address. Confirm the same email address, you can see it there. The same phone number you used at the beginning, you include it there. Make sure you cross check. Then it brings you to this page, and the next thing you click is pay online. It takes you to this page. You can see the authentication fee, the amount payable. It shows the payer's name, shows your phone number and your email address you were asked to fill. So it brings you to these payment sections where you can use your card, bank transfer and other processes. But I think the most famous one is the bank transfer and the card. You can include your card number, the expiry date and CVV. If you have a virtual card, you can use that. It shows the same details on the actual physical card you have. If this is okay for you, you can use it, but I rather do bank transfer because I feel bank transfers are safer. When I click bank transfer, you can see it shows the account name, which will come up once you put the account number. Also shows the Fidelity Bank name and the total amount that you are going to pay. You send this exact amount. Do not send what you saw on Ministry of Education's website. You are going to send this actual amount with the decimal, with the numbers behind the decimal. Do not send less than this. Send this actual amount so you don't have any problem with the payment process. So after making payment, you click you send the money and you wait for it to load. When you go over to your email, you see the remitter already generated. No need of waiting here on this site for it to generate that. You go over to your email and you download the e-receipt. You can see the error message it gives anytime you want to download it here on this site. So no need of panicking. Just go straight to your email. You just need two documents, the remitter and the appointment slip. Remitter is in your email, appointment slip going back on the Ministry of Education's website. Then you go over to where it says continue application. Once you've made that payment, read the instructions here. Only upload original documents, no fake documents, and they must be in PDF only, and they must not exceed 500 kilobytes. If you know that the document you have, your passport photo, exceeds 500 kilobytes, including the certificate and transcript, you need to reduce them so they fit into this. Once you've uploaded them, you go over to just preview them in order to know if they were uploaded or not. If you do not preview them, there might be a possibility that they were not uploaded because maybe you uploaded higher than the required kilobytes, and it's a problem because when authenticating at the Ministry of Education, they would come out with your documents and give you back those documents, telling you to go back to the cafe to re-upload those documents so that they can actually see that those documents have been uploaded. So I advise you to preview your documents before clicking next. Once you've checked that they are the documents you uploaded, then you click confirm and go over to click on next. And if you are looking for somewhere to reduce those documents, you can use combinedpdf.com. I'll include the link in the description box for you. There you can reduce any large documents you have and convert them to PDF. Or if they are not in PDF, you can convert them to PDF format. It does a lot of work for you, and it's so easy to convert any file you have to a PDF file. And even though the PDF is higher than 500 kilobytes, you can reduce it there on combine PDF. So when you click on next, it shows all appointments are between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. But I'd advise you to come 6 a.m. because there's always crowd, especially when it's not festive period. But when it's festive period, there's less crowd at the Ministry of Education. The last time I went there, it was a festive time, December. So there was less crowd and I was able to do my authentication. But still, I advise you to go as early as 6. So you go over there and click any date that is convenient for you. And know that if you book ahead, you can come before the appointment date to authenticate your documents. You mustn't come on that same day you book to authenticate your documents. I came before the day I book and I authenticated my own documents. And once you are done, you click on book appointment, click on print, and it would download your appointment slip. That's all about it. You can see that it's less stressful and there's no need for cafe. It saves time on the day of authenticating your documents. So on that day, you make sure you are going there with 2 copies each of your remitter and your appointment slip. That remitter, you will take it to the revenue office on the ground floor. Yes, I think it's on the ground floor on revenue office, or ask, you will be directed there. You would pay an undocumented 500 naira for them to issue you the original receipt at the revenue office before you take that original document with the rest of your documents up to the 8th floor for appointment. They cannot authenticate your document without that original receipt from the revenue office. I would include a sample here in this video, or I will do that in my next video. So once you're in the 8th floor, you'll be given a number along with all those documents. You will staple it with an envelope. You can buy a big brown envelope before coming, or you can buy there, I think it's 300 naira for that envelope. So yeah, that's basically it. Just stick to every little advice, so it saves you stress, saves you time and money. If you like the quality of this content, like and subscribe with notification to be notified on my next video. And thank you. Stay tuned.